I'm drinking an Allagash White out of our draft bank over there, where we have many local craft beers. Welcome back to the Cigar Cellar. Enough of my drinking. Got a special guest today. We want to talk about cigars. Imagine that at the Cigar Cellar. But I want to give props to the special guest before we introduce him, because the other night we had what I think is an amazing event. It's a very rare event for a cigar bar, if you will. You've heard me talk about it, refer to it, you've seen it online, you've seen it on all of our social media events, that it was a Vegas quality Frank Sinatra impersonation show where my good buddy, my good friend, Josh Certain, was here and performing three long sets for a crowd who paid a heavy ticket, who were at the end of the night willing to pay twice as much to see him again. The success of that night was amazing because of the food the chef prepared. It was amazing because of the spirits that we were able to provide to the customers. It was amazing because it was sold out and we had a full house, limited seats because of the current situation that we're in. We had a partner that lives just a few miles from here, and he's in the cigar business. His name is Chris. Chris works for Perdomo Cigars. He was kind enough to bring Nick Perdomo in here a few weeks ago, who was very complimentary of what we have here and wants to franchise it. No, I'm not sure about that. We'll check with Nick. Call me, Nick. Chris is he's a veteran and a legend. He's an icon in the industry. He's been on all sides of the industry, being a cigar store owner, being a rep, being involved in all aspects of the cigar business. And I've only been in this business for 6 weeks now, and he's already taught me as much as anyone has about cigars and the cigar industry. And it's just a pleasure to have him nearby, and it's always pleasant when he stops in. He was kind enough to help with the event the other night. We gave away 6 cigars to every person that was here, and Nick and Perdomo helped participate in that to make everybody's night even that much better. So without me rambling on the way I do, Chris, say hi to the Cigar Cellar crowd.
Hi, Cigar Cellar crowd. Great to be here. And Eric, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Good partner.
Too much props. I'm just a cigar guy. That's all I am. But Eric wanted to talk about cigars today, so
yeah. So,
where do you want to get started?
Well, here's what I want to do. These are, obviously we have my favorites in the humidor every day. And all of these cigars you can buy at Cigar Cellar any day. And I'm known to smoke a Padron, I'm known to smoke a Davidoff. But since I've gotten to know you better, I've been known to smoke many more Perdomos than I have. So I'd like for you to explain to our audience, to our customers, your brand and the sun-grown thing is really taking shape here and taking off a little bit at the Cigar Cellar. So maybe that's something we can talk about.
Okay. Just a little background on the company. We are a vertically integrated company, so we do everything from seed to finished product, which is great. So everything that you see is done by Perdomo in-house. We've been in the business for 28 years. Nick's father and grandfather were master rollers in Cuba, so that's where the pedigree comes from. Our cigar brands are very unique because we're growing 1,800 acres of tobacco every year. 25,000 plants per acre and harvesting 15 leaves per plant, which is a metric what?
Wow.
Yes, it's a lot of tobacco.
Wow, it's a big KPI.
Yeah, it's a lot of tobacco. The reason that we do that is because we want the cigar, this for example, our Lot 23, sun-grown, to taste the same today, tomorrow, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. That's the importance of the consistency of growing your own tobaccos. In the beginning, right here, is the Estate Selection Vintage. That is unique because we have a field called Finca Natalie, and Finca Natalie is named after Nick's daughter. 6 years ago we started that field, and this is the first crop of tobaccos that have been used in that field, which is very unique. It is hand-selected, top 3% of our tobaccos, hand-selected by Nick to go into that cigar.
Beautiful.
It's available in a Connecticut, a sun-grown, and a Maduro, so you've got something for everyone. The mild person, the medium person, the full.
Nice.
20th anniversary is the next one. It's a box-pressed Maduro. Yep, there it is right there. A box-pressed Maduro. A great cigar. Multiple award-winning cigar. Best of our best tobaccos from 2012. It's a soft box press, available again in Connecticut, sun-grown and Maduro. Great medium. This is a medium to full Maduro. There's also a Connecticut and a sun-grown, so something for everyone. And then we'll go here and show a little bit here. This is the Habano Connecticut and the Habano sun-grown. And a unique feature about this cigar and everything, as a matter of fact, that Perdomo does is we barrel age the wrappers. So for those of you who are cigar smokers, the outside leaf is the wrapper leaf or the Kappa, and those are actually barrel aged. The Connecticut tobaccos, which this is Connecticut, that spends 8 months in a bourbon or Tennessee whiskey barrel. The Sun-Grown spends 10 months in the barrel, and the Maduro spends 14 months. Now, I don't want to go too crazy.
Is that what changes the boldness and the color?
Absolutely, Eric.
A lot of leaf, right?
You got it. Yes, the 8, 10, and 14 months in the barrel enhances 4 things: flavor, aroma, color, and texture.
Wow.
It does not impart a bourbon or a whiskey flavor. It's not supposed to.
You can't taste that.
What they're supposed to.
It's not flavored cigar.
No. What they're supposed to do is come in here, order a smoky old fashioned or something like that, and pick up a cigar to pair.
I'm sorry, I got distracted there. Can you say what they're supposed to do again?
Smoky old fashions. Because
where are they supposed to do?
At Cigar Cellar, because I hear they're fabulous.
Oh,
I have not had one yet. I need to get one. I've seen multiple of them go. Multiple go out. So yes, it's that's what you need to do. And the great thing about cigars is you can pair any libation with them. That's the great thing about them. You know, if you.
And where can you get any libation that you know of?
Cigar Cellar.
There you go. I think it works. So this video right now that we're shooting is unbalanced. You're smoking a cigar and I'm not.
Oh,
so
well, let's get you something.
So what should we pick here for Eric? I've smoked a lot of these.
Why don't you do a Sun-Grown? Because
I would love to do a Sun-Grown because that's the thing, right? Everybody's talking about the Sun-Grown. What is the difference? I mean, what is it? Everybody knows Connecticut, everybody knows Maduro, but what's the Sun-Grown?
So the difference between the two is Maduro tobaccos tend to come from the top of the plant because they get the most sunlight. So they're getting direct sunlight. So it's the thickest, oiliest, and has the most density of flavor in it. So those are Maduro tobaccos. Sun-Grown usually comes from the 4th or 5th priming. So it's underneath. You've got the Maduro here, the Sun-Grown tobaccos here. It gets less sunlight. It's shaded by this leaf. So that makes the difference. And that's why when we ferment the tobaccos, and the fermentation process is quite interesting, this one is a little lighter in color than the Maduro because this is coming from the top of the plant and then this is shaded by that one, so it comes from underneath. And that's why this Sun-Grown tends to impart more of a spice note to it. This tends to be more of the coffee, cocoa notes and a little sweeter, the Maduro tobacco.
Okay, I'm Julie now. Get that thing open. Let's go.
All right. Perfect.
We're gonna put a V cut on this one. I normally don't do V cuts, but we're gonna do a V cut because that's what I happen to have in my hand.
Perfect.
So I'll allow you, Chris, the epic icon.
V cut. Now, I'm going to show you guys something that's Nick Perdomo speaks very much about, and it's very important. You have a filler, binder, and wrapper on a cigar.
Correct. Now the filler has 3 accordion style.
It could be more.
Really?
It could be more, could be less. Depends on the recipe. All the recipes are different. But the binder holds the filler together, which we know, and then the wrapper leaf goes on the outside. What we want to do when we light a cigar is
big torch.
It is a big torch, so I will hold it back. What we want to do is we want to fuse the wrapper and binder together. So what you do is you slowly go like this in a circular motion to fuse that together. Like that.
And you know, I've noticed more and more people these days have learned this as opposed to 3-4 years ago.
There's a lot of YouTube videos out there about
what it is.
Then you're going to, the heat is here, right?
So all you did was
do
just fuse it. You didn't light it, you fused it.
No, I fused it.
Okay.
So you're going to put the cigar there, and you're going to turn it 360 degrees slowly, and we're going to get you lit, Eric. And then you blow on the end and make sure it's all red, and if it's all red, we're good to go. And if not, we touch it up. Otherwise, you're all set.
So in college, when people said they were going to get me lit, it meant something different, right?
Absolutely.
I'm just, it makes me want to drink a beer for some reason. Going back to the cup. Sorry, excuse me. Oh, that's just a great draft. You can get those at Cigar Cellar. Wow, so the Sun-Grown is going to taste different to me how?
You are going to get more spice notes in the Sun-Grown air. As I said, the Maduro tends to have the sweetness, the natural sweetness of the tobacco leaf, whereas the Sun-Growns tend to have the spice note, and the spice note comes from Nicaragua. Different regions and different countries have different flavor profiles. if I had to generalize, it would be Dominican Republic tends to be smooth and creamy, Nicaragua tends to be spicy, and Honduras tends to be earthy.
Soil, climate,
all of it.
All of it
It's
comes
like
together,
terroir.
right?
It's like the same with the wine industry.
Right,
It's
right.
the same thing. The tobaccos, the great thing for us, we're blessed because we have great volcanic soils that we grow our tobaccos in, and it makes a huge difference in the quality of the tobacco.
This is a really good stick. This is a really good smoke. It's the first time I've had this one.
Thank you. That we did that at the Sinatra.
Yeah.
People loved it. I think we got a lot of compliments.
Where can I pick up a box of this?
Cigar Cellar.
Oh, just keeps coming up, doesn't it?
It does.
It's funny how that works. So, we really appreciate your time here. You're always welcome here, and luckily you are a few miles away, which is hopefully not the only reason you stop in here as much.
No,
as you do.
love you guys.
But you're a great friend of the Cigar Cellar, and I know our customers really love you, and you're very generous with your time and your knowledge. We can't tell you how much we appreciate you constantly providing that for us. It just enhances the experience. Right, along with the different food that we have here, the award-winning food, the wonderful selection of spirits. It's a little bit exclusive to this place in Cobb County, along with the humidor, and then of course the whole atmosphere we try to create with a ventilation system that doesn't allow anyone to smell like smoke. So that was our first video that we did. That was these guys make me talk on these videos.
That's huge. Can I tell you a funny story?
Please.
There was a store in Georgia where a gentleman comes in and takes off his dress shirt and smokes in his t-shirt because he doesn't want to smell like smoke.
Sure.
He does. He goes and he sits in the back and sits in his t-shirt and smokes.
I can absolutely see how that would be a normal thing. And so, the other night we were here, you were here. We had 50 people in here for the Frank Sinatra event, and it was literally 50% women.
Yeah.
And every guy was smoking cigars.
Yeah.
And none of those women complained once about the amount of smoke in here.
No, your ventilation system is awesome.
And so we were so proud. That was really the test for us, right? Because we knew there's going to be so many women here at once. So what I noticed always about every Perdomo is the bands are just gorgeous.
Yeah, they're what it is, Eric, is we get these done by a company called Vrydag out of the Netherlands, and it's a gold foil technique that they do that can't be done in the United States, but it really makes the cigar band pop, and people are very visual. They buy with their eyes, so that's why if you look at our shelf talkers and you look at our boxes and our bands and it makes a huge difference. But this is something that is very unique.
We're having a great time for a forklift driver like me to make a joint like this, and make it come true with people like you helping us. Just makes us real proud and just blessed and gracious to be here, man. So, brother, thanks so much.
Thanks, Eric.
Look forward to
Appreciate you.
smoking the rest of the cigar with you.
Cheers.
So that wraps this one up for the Cigar Cellar. Y'all come in and see us. Thanks.